Hello, everybody.
Hello. G'day, dear.
How are you, Matthew?
Oh, good. A bit weary this week, but it's been a full week.
It has, hasn't it? It's been one of those weeks. No, I don't even think Mercury's in retrograde.
Something sure to be in retrograde.
Somewhere.
Positive.
As usual, we are here for the Fireside Chat with Matthew, and I've got the whole family joining me here. So I'm just here to do a little bit of housekeeping, and then I'm going to scoot off, and I'll try not to be distracted. This is can we? This is Juniper.
Everyone's getting into the act.
This is Juniper, and that's Elsie. All right, now go out and shut the door, please. Bye. Can I? Yes. Go. You know where they are.
Children and animals.
Never work with children and animals. Kids have no respect these days. This is live broadcasting, people. We can edit that out, maybe. So Daniel say hello, everyone, like there is everybody. It's literally a party here. All right, let's take two. Thank you for your patience, Matthew. Timing couldn't have been better. Can you please, now we've got some semblance of normalcy here, please remember to make sure as many people as possible get to see this, because tonight Matthew was talking about medicine wheels, and it's information that I'm sure that you and your loved ones will want to hear about. So hit that little arrow that goes that way, or invite people along. Make sure that that's it. That's it. The one that gets people as many eyeballs as possible and ears on this show is very much appreciated. Thank you very much. Secondly, we are cross-posted to several different places on Facebook. You'll find us live on Matthew Greenwood Spiritual Journeys, as well as mytimetv.live. And if you are on either of those pages and you want to make a comment or ask a question, you may do so, and we'll see your comments in the dashboard of the software that we use. And Matthew will be able to respond to them. Ask lots of questions. If you're anywhere else, because we're also syndicated out to over 50 channels of TV on demand through the Binge syndication networks. But if you are anywhere else except for Matthew Greenwood Spiritual Journeys or mytimetv.live, please come over, preferably to Matthew Greenwood Spiritual Journeys page, and talk to Matthew IRL, in real life, live. So you will find, if you make a comment, that you will get a message on your messenger inbox, and you will be registered. If you've been if you've been here before and you've conversed with the chatbot, you will have had a message saying, hi, you're registered to win a spirit guide reading. If it's your first time, do say hi and do jump through. Well, jump through the hoops. There's a few little things to do to register to be in the draw to win a spirit guide reading, which Matthew announces the winner every week. And if you would like to register, please follow the bouncy ball inside of the chat, and please do come back and join us live after you've done it. That'd be great. I'm going to go now. The kids have gone, so I'm going to go too. Thanks for the questions. I look forward to hearing all about the medicine wheel.
Thanks, Adair. Hey, guys. We've got some hellos to say. Kat West. We've got Karen Harrison. Hey, Karen. Daniel. We've got Roz and Jody. We've got a bit of a slow beginning, but I'm sure more people will come in. So to start with, we're going to talk about medicine wheels tonight. And a little bit about what it all means, and it's very in depth depending on how long we've got to talk about it. We've got first of all a winner of a free reading to announce, which is Lucy Marie. Now Lucy, I believe, is in Adelaide. We checked up the Facebook page. So Lucy is in Adelaide, so look forward to connecting with you, Lucy, and you've won a free spirit guide reading they generally go for about half an hour to 3/4 of an hour. If you're lucky, sometimes they stretch out to an hour, depending whether your guides want to stop talking or not. So that's that. We're going to next head off with a grounding exercise, and we'll get into that right now. So whoever is there, I can see a few names, but I know there's a few people on other pages, so we'll just work with everyone that's there. So just to begin, just get yourself comfortable, nice deep breaths, and gently with each breath pulling in, or visualize, imagine you're pulling in life force as well as oxygen. And what this is doing is helping to support your whole being. So this life force that you're breathing in is feeding the chakra system, these energy ports that literally feed your physical body, mental, emotional, and spiritual bodies. Okay, so now that you're doing that, you're pulling that life force in. Now we're going to be a little bit more directive with that life force. So with the next deep breath in, once again pulling that life force in, with the breath out, drive that energy down through your body, your base chakra, your legs, your feet, and down into the earth. And just gently allowing that energy to, with that cycle of breathing that you're doing, to flow down through your legs and into the earth. And the recognition you should get with that is tingling in your feet or warmth in your feet. So just a few more breaths, doing that same cycle of breathing over and over. Okay, so once you've got that tingling or some sort of sensation of energy flowing down through your feet, we're going to take it deeper. So we've got a multitude of chakras down below our feet. We're going to go down to the deepest one, which is right down at the core of the earth. So with the next breath in, taking a nice big deep breath in of life force, and then this time with the breath out, drive that energy you've been breathing in down, right down to the core of the earth, to that earth chakra. Remembering that what you're doing, you're feeding this deep chakra point. It's the deepest chakra point we have within the earth. Once that's opened up and connected, it fully connects us with the earth's energy system. And we're also not only linking in with the earth's energy system, we're linking in with other people just like us that are on a spiritual path, that are heart connected and are walking their talk, that are living what they believe in with their spirituality, which then creates a higher consciousness of energy between us all, and a very, very deep connection within the earth. So our foundation becomes stronger the more we continue to connect with this earth chakra. So continuing to get that flowing. And with the earth chakra, the recognition of that one is when you normally would be feeling tingling or warmth all around your body, because your energy is then deep down into the earth's energy system and it's integrated. Very cool. Okay, next step is just relax your breath. And now, if you can, bring your awareness, we're stepping up vibrationally to another part of the energy system. So we're connecting now with what's known as our core star energy, or in simple terms, the God force within us. So if you can bring your awareness to the center of your physical body to start with, Once you can feel or sense that, then what we're going to do is dive deeper into our energy system. So we're far more than physical. We are very expansive, both externally and internally. So just like the TARDIS in Doctor Who, the physical outside is small, just as our physical body is, but then the depth within on a vibrational level or interdimensional level is massive. So now just keep diving deeper and deeper into your energy system until you see or feel or sense a high vibrational energy or a light. And then once you connect with that, what I'd like you to do is begin to expand that light out from whatever depth you're connecting with it within your energy system, expanding it out to fill that space within your physical body to start with. Imagine that light just glowing, completely filling everything within your physical. Then beginning to expand that core star energy out beyond your physical into about the 7th, 8th energy body, which generally is around about 3 to 4 meters out. And this pretty much consists of the human aspect of our energy system. Because again, we're far more than just human. Our energy system is very expansive outwardly as well. And it connects with many different levels of vibration and energy, including our galactic roots. So then, now that that 3 to 4 meter space is filled, now what I'd like you to do is begin to build that energy up within that space, within that 3 to 4 meter area all around your whole body. Keep pouring that light into that space so that the pressure builds up in there. And on the count of 3, I'm going to get you to explode that energy out, that core star energy, limitlessly out, without boundaries. On the count of 3, 1, 2, and 3. Just let it go. That is so cool that I can feel that. I love it. Very cool, guys. Now just for a few minutes, half a minute, all I want you to do is just sit and be in that feeling of that energy. This expansiveness is very powerful. It's not just an energy thing. It actually affects the way you think. It affects your physical body, your mental and your emotional body, and also your spiritual body. It raises the frequency of every part of you. Fantastic. That's excellent. Okay, so we're going to bring it back now. So you don't have to pull that light in, but what we're going to do is bring your awareness back to your physical body and still leave that light expanded out. In fact, that's what you're meant to do. Because what that does, it raises the frequency of your whole energy system. So now just going back to that initial breathing with your base chakra, so taking those breaths in of life force, and then with the breath out, pushing that down through your body, your base chakra, your legs, your feet, and down into the earth. How's that feeling, guys? When you're ready, you can open your eyes. So, doing this at least twice a day will help to support your energy through these sometimes torrid times. It'll help to keep your energy more stable, and you will feel better about yourself, and you will feel better in those sometimes stressed surroundings where there are people running around like headless chickens. And if you can maintain that level of groundedness and raising of your frequency, then you won't be a headless chicken, I can assure you. Just don't allow yourself to get pulled into their energy, that's all. Okay, guys, so said before, Lucy Marie is the winner of our spirit guide reading, which is pretty cool. Free spirit guide reading. And so what we're going to talk about tonight's medicine wheel. Now, this is an interesting subject. I discovered the medicine wheel when I first went to the States. I'd heard about it when I was over here. I didn't fully understand it until I actually lived with the Lakota people. And, you know, you just ask questions, you find out more details about things, particularly when you can find it out from the people and not just a book. It's always far more thorough and engaging when you're talking to people who live this stuff. So the medicine wheel is obviously it's a circle with quadrants up, and I might get you to put the medicine wheel up, because we've got a symbol of the medicine wheel that we're going to be using tonight. There we are. Adair's trying to control the computer. There we go. I know it's a little bit. Oh, that's better. So I don't know if you can raise it up a little bit, Adair, but if not, that's okay. There we go. Beautiful. That's it. So as you look at that, it's a circle. Surprise, surprise. There are four main quadrants, because the more time you have, I'm actually going to be running a workshop on the medicine wheel, and it has a lot of depth of information to it that we can't fit into half an hour, 3/4 of an hour. But what I can do is tonight I can give you the main thrust of what medicine wheel is about, which is going to be reasonably thorough. And so the medicine wheel, the journey, and this is what this cycle, why it's in a circle, is because this relates to a journey of growth. And the beauty of this symbol is that it helps you to see what part of that level of growth, or what part of the medicine wheel you're in. And when you understand what each quadrant means and what each animal spirit means, then you have a far better idea and understanding of how to deal with life when you feel whichever quadrant you're in. So we're just going to do it roughly to start with, and then I'll drop the symbol down, or I should say Adair will drop the symbol down. So the east is where the eagle is. I don't know if you can see that on the right-hand side of the screen at the side. So that point there is the east. And this is where the medicine wheel journey starts. And this could be a 7-year cycle. It could be a 6-month cycle. It could be a week cycle, depending on what's going on. It could also be your whole life. And this is where it starts to go deeper and deeper into looking much more in a much more thorough way of the depth of meaning of the medicine wheel. So just looking at as a growth journey, it always starts in the east. We go clockwise through the medicine wheel process. Now, where the eagle is about visioning. And sometimes there's not just the eagle there. There can be, you can have more than one animal spirit that is like the spirit guardian or the energy holder of the east or the west or north or south. So sometimes, depending on the culture, depending on the tribe, there can also be hawk with the east. So in essence, hawk is a messenger, and when you're beginning the journey, you're looking for a vision or you're looking for direction. And it's one of those things where you wake up one day and you think, I'm tired of what I'm doing. I need more input. I need some new information, and or you may have something really purposeful, something very, very conscious that you want to engage with. So this brings in eagle and hawk medicine, which is all about direction and enlightenment, visioning, awakening, a newness, connection, change, seeing or visioning, being able to see hidden spiritual truths that can be there, and if you're not looking carefully, if you're rushing through things, those sort of things can be missed. And also the eagle energy is looked upon as the link between heaven and earth, because in the stories of the Native American culture and many other cultures too, many other tribal cultures, the eagle is seen to be the bird that flies the highest. It's the strongest, has the keenest vision, and this bird is one of the biggest. And it's really that whenever it's seen, it's looked upon as that higher connection to Great Spirit or the Creator or Tonkashila, however you want to see that. And so when you're looking for direction, as you can see, the color of that quadrant is red. So once you have direction, or once you're visioning, you have to get that direction, which means coming from that height of visioning down onto the earth. So this red energy is about getting grounded and also strength, inner strength. So then you come down to the south, and the south is to do with structure and sensitivity. So again, in some teachings, it's not just the wolf that is in the south, it's also the deer. So you've got two different aspects with the wolf and the deer. The wolf is about structure. It's also about form, and wolf can sometimes be the vehicle that gets you to where you want to go. The deer energy is about your heart energy, and I should say the wolf energy is probably more relating to the head, and I'll try to explain that in a better way. So you've got direction of where you want to go, hopefully, but then what you have to do is look at, well, okay, how am I going to achieve my goals? Do I need to do a workshop with someone? Do I need to go through some sort of healing process? Do I need to read a book? The wolf energy is about the structure of how to achieve those things. So which workshop do I need to see? What sort of healing do I need? And what type of book? Whereas the deer energy, which is the sensitivity within you, this is about, okay, not just what type of healing do I need, but which practitioner do I need? Who is the right practitioner for me that's going to go to work with me? Who's the right teacher that can help me on my path? And maybe what is the right type of book, or is there a particular author that I really resonate with to help me find that direction? And so it's these two animal spirits, the head, which relate to the head and the heart working together as one. Instead of the head controlling everything and the heart being a bit squashed down, which quite often is the case, or sometimes a great disconnection from the head, and sometimes too much heart energy, a little bit lofty and not grounded. So in truth, our journey is at its strongest when we're in this balancing of head and heart. And look, truly, I hope you can see this. Treat these two hands like these two animal spirits, I should say, like a set of scales. And when the head and the heart are working together, there's times when the head has to come in, there's times when the heart has to come in. But in general, it's like this. The scales tend to just be very like a gentle wave between the two. And it's not like the head's up here and the heart's all squashed down here. It's a gentle combination and engagement of both there in the south. So the next quadrant is black. And this is all about going within. So as you go within, one of the biggest things that happens when, and this is with all spiritual growth, no matter what way you look at it, when you're setting a goal to up the ante, to do something bigger, the first thing that happens is you are challenged by the things that have kept you locked down to where you have been. So if you're going to step up, you need to let go of something that you've been hanging on to that has kept you at a certain level. Now, going within is what's going to help change that, because this is where you go into the cave with the bear, the energy of the bear. So bear is all about introspection, healing, emotions, dreaming, being able to see the truth of a situation, going deep within self and deep within Mother Earth. It's also about the challenge of truth and growth. And it's also about the power to heal, protect, and defend the people that are close to you. Now, with the West, there is another animal spirit that can be there too, and it's the owl. You know, when you think about an owl, owl is at its strongest in the darkness. This is where its waking hours are best spent, because its keen vision is able to see through the darkness and with great clarity. Now, this energy of the owl is very powerful when you're needing to look within you, or if you're needing to help someone else look within. So this is what can really bring change on that level. And the two work very harmoniously together, bear and the owl. Because bear is kind of the dreamer. So sometimes you have to be very open to your dreams, because your dreams, and it's not just dreams, but meditation, you can see very powerful things within that space. Meditation is one of the best ways to see what's keeping you in a standstill and not growing. So, and look, guys, what I would love you to do, if you've got any questions about any of this, please send the questions through. Just having a look. I'll come back in a sec and have a look at the questions. And I'll just go through these next two stages. So from west to north, this is the time of coming out of the cave, because you've gone within the cave to look at that darkness, your darkness, to look at your shadow, to see the parts that you need to let go. But as you come out of the cave, you're still in a mode. It's a little bit like a go slow mode, because with introspection, it's not a rush time. So you find that the left side of the medicine wheel, where going within and integration is, the white above the black, this is a time of introspection in both cases, because so going within, you've looked at the shadow, but when you come out of the cave, you know, through that time frame when you've been from south to west, you've been changing a lot of the way you talk, the way you interact with people, the way you look at your life, and also the way you think and the way you do things. It could even be a changing of the way you eat. It could be all kinds of things. But to keep that flowing, it's really important to be looking within yourself, to be self-aware, and to be able to see when those new ways are needed. So you tend not to just barge into life again and interact with people the same old way, because those old habits can sometimes come back in. So if you go in a little bit slower and really think about the words you say to people, or before someone says you need to do this, well, just pull back and go, well, do I really need to do this? That's maybe how I worked before, but I think I need to think about this a little bit more first. There could be a better way of dealing with this situation, whatever that situation is. So the going within and the integration time is really important, a time to be mindful of not rushing, because it's important to be self-aware, particularly in these two areas. So as you come up through from that integration up to the buffalo, which is at the top, and for Australians, the animal that would be equivalent of the buffalo is the kangaroo. Because when you think the kangaroo fed the Aboriginal people, there are a lot of them around, just as there were a lot of buffalo around. The buffalo is all about abundance. So it's about many things. So the North is also about the power of prayer, connection to the ancestors. It's really about the true wisdom of the ancestors. It's about empowerment, because, you know, what you got to think is, from the East, where you got your vision, you're going around through this whole process, and there's a lot of things going on through here. So once you get up to the buffalo, you've done a lot of changing, and this change is you've gone through that integration time, and so this integration has really helped to support many changes in your life. And this is where your spiritual connection starts to get very strong, and hence the yellow energy, which is more a gold energy, and that's a spiritual gold energy. So there's, besides empowerment, there's completion and fulfillment. It's where you get a lot of synchronicity happening. When you're really on track, and this time through from the north to the east is very much about a powerful time when all of these things that you've gone through are really working for you now, and it's really, you're just flying through life, and it's just amazing time. So it's also, you're very good at solving problems. speculation, at organizing yourself, organizing, say, groups of people, the ability to predict because you're tapped into those spiritual energies. You have very powerful abilities to imagine and to remember little things that are there from your past that can support you, but also can warn you about maybe some aspects that you don't want to re-engage with as you may have in the last cycle. So then it all starts again. So the different directions are very powerful. So when your life is, if you can relate to any of those quadrants at certain times in your life, generally the process is you can see where you are, you can see where you've been, but you can also see where you're going. So it gives you the ability to go, okay, well, this is a time of going within. Maybe I just need to slow my life down because I know what this next part of my life is about. And because we get in this mode of just work, do. And a lot of people don't listen to their body at these times. And your body naturally wants to slow down when you're going through this process. So it's really powerful when you can just be one step ahead of what's going on. So I'm going to just go to a few questions. Let's see what's there. A lot of talk about love spells. What is going on? So Daniel's asking, how does the chakra system fit in with the medicine wheel? Do certain chakras tie in with different directions of the wheel? Yes, they do. Actually, before I go there, one thing I was going to say was the center of the wheel, where the quadrants cross over, that's representative of Great Spirit. So Tonkashila at the highest point. Now, with the chakras, in the East, with the visioning, this is about the high chakras kicking in to begin with, to give you that ability to vision. So your higher senses, your your ability to listen to different situations, to see different situations internally, but also externally, and to feel the energy that you're beginning to get drawn into, which can be the upper chakras. But as you come down to the south, you're really getting into the lower chakras to feel strong and connected to the earth. Because if you're ungrounded and you're wanting to go within, it can be you can be a little bit flighty in that time, because there can be fear coming up when you do go within. So it's really important, and this would be a great time to be doing your grounding exercises, probably a little bit more repetitively than normal, when you're in that point of change, where you're needing to get down onto the earth and then go into the darkness to be able to feel secure. Because if you don't feel secure when you're in the darkness, in the shadow or in the cave, then fear is going to take control, and your head will come in, will shut down the heart, and you'll run like a rabbit. And so it's important to not only understand that the chakras do align with quadrants of the medicine wheel, you actually sometimes need to drive those chakras as well, because there can be reactiveness that will come up in those stages. So again, when there's change going on with integration, the chakras that would probably most likely be you'll be working with in the from west to north would be the heart. So again, the sensitive part of you, and also down in the south too, with the deer energy, sensing who is the right person to help me get through this process, and also with west to north, it can be about still being grounded, but also that ability to just slow down, vision well again. So it can be a very broad sense of different chakras working in. Quite often, in a lot of the cases, you're utilizing many of the chakras with each quadrant. With the north to the east, you're in really go mode, so crown chakra is really open at that point. And considering north is at the top, once you've learnt to integrate a lot of the things you've learnt, then what's going to happen is your crown chakra, your spiritual direction, will really start to open up. And so spiritually you're connected, your heart's connected, you're incredibly grounded because you've learnt all this new stuff, so you're in action mode, and you're in the spiritual divine phase of the medicine wheel. So I hope that makes sense, Daniel. We will be going more into that. Trish is asking, can the drum be used in conjunction with the medicine wheel? Most definitely. You can be doing, say you're having difficulty, and like I said, one of the biggest areas where there can be difficulty is in the south to west, where in that the time of the shadow, where fear does come up, and because sometimes there can be really dark aspects of you in that space. Could even be abuse from childhood, and so this time to shake that energy up, if you can get someone drumming you, or if you can drum yourself, then you can shake that energy up. You can shake that fear energy up, and it can really shift a lot. Rattle is really good for it too, because the drum is very grounding, but when there's energy that's very difficult to move, and you're even finding that the drum is having difficulty moving it, a good rattle, with a strong sound to it, has the ability to shake up the energy of that really stuck old emotional baggage that you're sitting on, that's creating fear, and that can help release that. So but look, I would say more so that there's a lot of times when you'll find you need someone to help you through this. You need a practitioner to help you through it. So good questions, Trish and Daniel. It's interesting what's going on with everyone else with this reading with a love spell. So I think someone's playing games with us. Now, what I wanted to also share, because this whole medicine wheel brings in a lot to do with nature. So the nature spirits, and they play a part in this too. I'm not going to go into a whole lot of detail with this one, but I'm going to bring in another way of reading a cycle of energy too, beyond the medicine wheel. And this is the 13 moon calendar information. So I don't know if everyone's heard of this, but originally, because there are 13 moon cycles over 365 days, this is the actual natural flow of energy, which is linked into nature. Now, what's happened over the years, back in the 1300s, and I hope I don't have any staunch Roman Catholics here, but the Roman Catholic Church back in the 1300s disbanded, in fact outlawed, living by the 13 moon calendar or the 13 moon cycles. And this had to do with things like planting, celebrations, when it was the right time to reap the crops. And so this was all changed. And as soon as, just a little highlight with all of this, as soon as you take people out of sync with nature, you make them naturally go into fear, because it upsets the base chakra energy, particularly if they've learnt to live that way and to work with the nature cycles. And so what does it do? It makes them easily controllable. So I'm going to just go through really quickly a little bit of information about the 13 moon calendar too, just to check time. So we've got about 15 minutes, 20 minutes. And it's very, very similar. It's just a little bit more detailed than the medicine wheel. So Moon 1, which starts on the 26th of July, is about attracting purpose, visioning, in fact. And so for those 28 days of that cycle, the energy that's coming through from the full moon, or from that moon cycle, is all to do with pushing your buttons a little bit about what is it you want to attract into your life for these next 13 cycles. The next stage is about challenge. Now, this is very, very similar to the medicine wheel. So what happens in the east of the medicine wheel? We vision, and we're looking for direction, which is attracting a new purpose in our life. But then what happens when you hit the south and start moving in from the south to the west? The first thing that happens is you are challenged on all of those things that have kept you limited up until that point. And so to actually achieve and to grow beyond that, guess what? You need to go into the cave to face your demons, to face your fears, the anxieties, to let go of them and to move forward. So Moon 3 is about you. As you move through these challenges, you naturally become more connected to your soul purpose. This begins to open up the Hara energy, and you become more connected to spiritual service. Moon 4 is about the fact that in that moon cycle, you're redefining yourself, which, guess what? When you go from west to north, look at that. It's about integration. So integrating new ways is about redefining who you are. So Moon 5 is empowerment and radiance. So after moving through your challenges and looking at new ways to live and new ways to grow, better ways of dealing with people, you become empowered. And what happens is your aura, your energy field, begins to expand and just radiates beautiful energy. Moon 6 is about creating more balance in your life. And so you have better organizational skills. There's a quality within you with everything that's going on around you, and there's more balance. Moon 7 is about you being more in tune with the universe, and also it's about inspiring others. So you naturally, just through the fact that you've chosen to change the way you live, and here we are, we're kind of heading up into the north with this one, and when you're in that phase of north to east, you're in that connection with the buffalo energy, which is about empowerment, and it's about abundance. And so people just see, they feel who you are, and you become very strong in what you do. So Moon 8 is about you reharmonizing your whole energy system, because with that growth, you come in with a better way to live, which is the integration of new ways, and you begin to have more integrity. So you can't help but, as you evolve, as you raise your frequency, you can't help but have more integrity with the way you talk to people, communicate, deal with people. Moon 9 is about realizing that intention that you set back in Moon 1. So this is about the empowerment again. And it's just looking at different levels of that empowerment. Moon 10 is about the ability to just manifest things so easily, which again is in that quadrant from north to east, where synchronicity occurs. And synchronicity relates to you manifesting things in your life. Just seems to be magically, but it just means that you're right on path, you're right on track. So Moon 11 is interesting. This is where you start to really evolve. You begin to dissolve the fears that you've had. And what happens when you dissolve fears, when you let go of anxiety? You become liberated and released from those things. And you're free. Freedom comes. Moon 12 is about a high level of dedication and cooperation to spirit and to the universe. And then Moon 13 is about endurance and transcendence, which again is really north to east. So what do you reckon about that? I think they're powerful symbols for us to live by. It's interesting when you do the maths on the 13 moon cycle. So there's 28 days to a moon cycle. And I believe when you multiply 13 by 28, you get 364. And that leaves you with an extra day. So what that extra day is about, it's about starting the year off, those 13 moon cycles off. They call it a day out of time, where on that day you meditate basically, and you prepare and you vision for what you're looking for that time ahead. And you're really looking at everything that you're attracting in your life, and what you're being drawn into. And so that day out of time is just a time of stillness, and it couldn't be more perfect. But guess what? We've been taken out of that to keep us messed up and keep us stressed. So can we go back to live exactly by that 13 moon calendar? Yes, we can. We can live by both. I've had talks with a few different native elders, and Moogie, if anyone's ever heard of an Narrandjeri medicine man, an elder here in Adelaide called Major Sumner or Uncle Moogie, one of the things he said to me a long time ago was for him, he had to learn to work in two worlds, not just the world of the Aboriginal people and the natural flow of life, with those 13 moon cycles, but he also had to learn to work in the world of white people and how that system works. But see, now he works just in the combination of both cycles, and he's learned how to play the game in both. And so once you understand the game of life, that's when you win. and it's important to not reject everything, but to actually engage and feel and see what's going on in those cycles. Then you're a better player and you can get more out of the game, so to speak. So let's just have a look at a few comments. Does the medicine, this is Jody, does the medicine wheel split down further to southwest? Yes, it does. I'm going to be doing a medicine wheel workshop. See it somewhere on the Sunday, the 29th of November, over at York Peninsula, and we're going to be looking at the breakdown of that. It's quite in depth, and I don't have the time to really go into it all here. So it's important to know that it does break down further, and there's a lot more detail to it, but we'll be getting into all of that there. So if you're interested in that workshop, please don't hesitate to give me a call. My phone number is 0410 658 797. Happy to take a call tomorrow if you're interested. And so what else we got? Emily's saying, wow, very interesting. It is very interesting when you really start to engage with the stuff. So Jody's saying, really great info. Thank you. Emily, this is so good. I feel like I'm very stuck and can't move forward as much as I try. So sometimes it's about realizing what part of the cycle you're in. And quite often, when you are feeling stuck, it can actually be the fact that you're in that time of south to west, and where you're needing to really break down the system, let go of some things that are getting in your way, and then it'll free you up to be able to engage more with your vision, even if it's a subconscious vision. It'll really help to open your life up again. Problem is when we get bogged down in the cave, and it's like we're floundering and we can't see where we're going, because we haven't got the owl energy working with us. So this is where it's important to be doing something to let go of old emotional baggage that we're hanging on to, because this is the thing that will always affect us in a negative way, because it affects base chakra energy. And when our base chakra is affected by old emotional baggage, then it creates fears and anxieties within us, and that's what makes us feel stuck, because it stresses us out. So Fiona's asking, what does it signify if you resonate with one particular animal on the wheel? Well, that's okay, because you may find that sometimes your totem animal could be one of those animals on the medicine wheel. And what that can just mean is you're probably normally very good at getting through that part of the cycle when you are in the cycle of energy of growth. It could mean that you're just really good at getting through that aspect of the medicine wheel. Paul is asking, when's the next one? I don't know, Paul. I haven't got anything organised yet on medicine wheels for next year, but there definitely will be one, and it'll come up on Facebook when I've got something happening. So Trish is asking, do the 13 moons still apply the same way in the Southern Hemisphere? Yes, that information that I gave you around the 13 moon calendar, that is in relation to the Southern Hemisphere, not Northern Hemisphere. So Emily's saying, yes, 100%. Can you get stuck in a phase? I think that's what you mean. You can get stuck, yeah. But sometimes it just needs a bit of a kick into gear to know what to do. And this is where, if you can't get answers yourself, well, then get some help. That's the best way to do it. There's no point in floundering in the cave and not being able to find your way out and creating more fear and anxiety. So this is where a fresh set of eyes, a fresh set of ears, and can help you to really map your way through the cave to find the best way out and the best way to grow when you're in there. And Paul's asking, I'm getting married the day before, otherwise I would be there. Well, happy marriage coming up. So I wish you all the best, Paul. There'll be another one for sure, but it's not going to be till next year. I've already got a few workshops beginning off the year, but yeah, I haven't got to another medicine wheel. In fact, this is the first one I've run in ages, probably about 4 years. So just seems to be a time when people are really interested in it, which is great. So look, I think that's it. If there's any more questions, I'm happy to answer them, but I look forward to seeing you guys next Thursday. Next Thursday is going to be interesting. I'm going to be doing some channeling, and this channeling is going to be with some galactic beings that I've been working with for quite a long time, and there's most likely going to be some new ones in there too, because there are a lot of changes happening on that level, a lot of growth, a lot of new beings coming in, and a lot of great information coming through too. So be prepared with lots of questions, and we'll see how we go. So yeah, thanks, Fiona. Look, hope you have a great weekend and a great week, and we'll talk next week. Thanks, guys. Bye.